Hello viewers, how are you? I think you are fine. We have started spoken English class practice session and we have created a series of 3 videos on spoken English practice on words and phrases, and these 3 videos we have published only 2 videos, and this is the last videos on this topic. I think you have watched those videos, and this is the last video. If you haven't watched or listened to this video, please go to my channel, subscribe it and watch those videos, and try to avail of the experience of my life as an English teacher, and let us give you opportunity to serve you. Okay, thank you very much.
And it was loud is at but close.
Okay. তাহলে আমরা কি দেখলাম? There is the hierarchy, step by step development of word, phrases and clause. I think this discussion will make your idea about the structure of language clear. Actually, this is the core understanding of a language, and you will always try to make yourself understand this structure. Our topic is word and phrases. Another combination of words that prevails in English, our beloved language of international communication, is the stock phrases and idiom. Have you heard about it or learned it?
No.
There are some stock phrases, there are some proverbs, there are some and such stock phrases are called idioms. And if you search in your grammar book, you will find that in the books of 8 or 9 or 10, in the old grammar books especially, that there are some phrases which should be learned by you if you want to gain mastery in this language, and such phrases are called idiom. Suppose black and white, cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs. Have you heard such sentences?
Yes.
Here cats and dogs is an idiom. That means heavily. প্রচুর পরিমাণে বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে. Such sentences are often expressed with such phrases, stock phrases of English, and cats and dogs is such an expression or idiom. Black and white, bags and baggages. You should try to find such expression or stock of words that should be learned by you in order to gain mastery in this language, and it is the right time for you to start learning such phrases. Today you will try to find such things in your grammar book, old or new, and there you will find such phrases, idioms. Okay, and if you don't get, I will send you some material on English idioms and phrases that will help you to develop your language to a great extent. And there are many proverbs Do you know what is the meaning of proverbs?
No.
Proverbs. Write the word in your copy. Proverb. And you will also write the word idiom. প্রভার্স বাংলায় বলা হচ্ছে প্রবাদ বাক্য। প্রবাদ বাক্য। A stitch in time saves 9. This is a proverb. A stitch in time saves 9. Where there is a will, there is a way. Such types of sentences are proverbs. These should also be learned to make your language perfect, and these will be used by you in expressing your idea. After a few months you will be a student of class 9, and before that you should start to learn this, because after being promoted to class 9 your study load will be increased. So try to start reading these things. These are stock materials that should be learned properly so that you may be able to express your English correctly or effectively. These are actually things of embellishment. That means ornament. Ornaments makes us beautiful. Ornaments add beauty to our natural beauty. Similarly, whenever you use such idioms, such phrases, such proverbs, etc., your language will be, level of language will be increased. So you should try to learn them as many as possible or as much as possible. যতটা সম্ভব তোমাকে শিখতে হবে. Understand? In our prescribed textbook or our writings, sometimes such phrases or sentences occur, and you may be familiar with them, but as a ambitious language learner, you should learn with some effort. Whatever we learn through our textbook reading or any other type of reading, unseen reading, story reading, etc., that is the normal reading process. But whenever you will try to learn in a systematic way, that will be learned by you to a great extent. Of course, it may happen that you will forget them, but that will be very good for you. Another way of increasing your words and phrases is learning single word for a group of words, learning opposite words, learning synonyms. These should be done so that your words and phrases or power may be increased. Another point I want to mention at the end of my class regarding phrases and words, because our subject is language and it is the foreign language. It is the language, though it is a foreign language, but its importance is too much in our present life system, because our life is digital life. Our life cannot be imagined without computer or internet. The world has been a global village, so you have to communicate with others at any time, in every possible way, and if you can do, you will be successful in life. And in doing so, you should give importance on the use of words, effective use of words. Your conversation, your communication skill must be improved, and in order to do that, you have to do so that your pronunciation, your spelling, your way of expression may be effective and attractive to others. and whenever you will use effective words, that words may be called keywords. Note this word, keywords and phrases. K-E-Y, key. I think you know the meaning of the word key. K-E-Y, key. Keywords. Write this term, keywords. Keywords. Next, write key phrases. Now the question, what are keywords and key phrases? Or even key sentence? As a language teacher, I think every student should know these terms, keywords at this present scenario. Keywords, key phrases and key sentences. Suppose you want to search something in computer, in the internet, Google search engine or any other search engine. Suppose then you should use such a word that will be recognized by the computer system, Google search engine. And if you can give that right word, type that right word in the search engine, then your searching time will be decreased. You will find the word in no time. And if you can use the word, correct keyword, correct word, that is called keyword, your findings will be very tiresome. Whenever we get something, whatever what we are trying to find out quickly, then it will be a great pleasure to you. Have you understood what I have said?
Yes.
Keywords, key phrases, key sentence. Key sentences also helps us to understand or to write effectively. And if you go to do a summary work, you must find out the keywords, key phrases, key sentences, and that will help you to a great extent to understand the meaning of that very phrases, very passage. Understand? Key. So, and as a human being, normal human being, we must distinguish between the important and unimportant. What is the core point? What is the main point? What is the key point of anything? Anything you are studying, anything you are listening, and if you can do that, you are no doubt a person of super or superior mental ability. And this is the technique of reading. This is the technique of comprehension. And this will make you a successful person, not only as a teacher but also as a communicator and as a successful person. So try to understand, try to remember, store or increase your vocabulary day by day by give emphasis on these words. And this keyword or this use of words will help you to make a sentence from a phrase or from a word. That means if you practice this, if you understand the real meaning of a word or phrase or a sentence, then you will also be able to express that in your own language. Those who can write stories, essays, etc., they have not only ideas but also they have proper words and phrases. They learn a lot of sentences, words and phrases, and their real understanding helps them to use them. And ultimately you need some sort of practice so that your writing may be whatever kind of writing it may be, but their writing will be very much effective. So try to give importance on the learning of words or phrases that are very important. Another point I wanted to mention, that you should learn the single word for a group of words. I think you have learned it from my grammar book or from other sources. How many single word for a group of words have you learned? In my grammar book, class 7, there are some singular for a group of words. But have you learned such single word for a group word from other book?
Yes.
From which book have you learned them? How many words approximately have you learned? Single word for a group of word? Have you any longer note or list to you given by me?
No.
From where have you learned them?
From the grammar books.
How many words or phrases, single word for a group word have you learned? Approximate?
30.
30. Only 30. But there are hundreds of such words that may be learned, and you should be concentrated on them. Actually, language learning or any type of learning is a lifelong process, and you should do it through proper system. I think today's class is very enlightening to you, because you have learned the importance of words and phrases, types of words, types of phrases, relation between word, phrase, clause, etc. And last of all, I have mentioned to you what things should be learned in a systematic way, so that your stock of words or phrases or clause may be increased. How you can use these words as embellishment or ornaments. And last of all, I mentioned to you the importance of keywords or key phrases or key sentences, and all these will effectively help you to use this language not only in communication but also in expressing your ideas and thoughts through stories, essays, etc. Okay, have you any question regarding these topics of
No.
conversation?
No.
No. Now let us end this class. Thank you very much for attending the class.
Welcome.
How did you enjoy this video? Try to give some time so that you may practice spoken English. I have consulted so many people, so many experts. They say that only practice, practice and practice. Practice requires for your perfection. And in spite of being a teacher, I am also practicing with you. So don't hesitate to practice. First listen how the speakers of English express themselves in their own language. In the earlier videos of spoken English, I have mentioned that in order to continue or practice your spoken English, you need to frame questions and understand questions. Otherwise, you will not be able to express yourself. Of course, you have to gain some idea, have some idea that will you convey to others. So, if you are interested in my class, I think you will be interested in today or later. And in the comment section you write what type of videos, what is your problem with learning English, and if you give me scope to help you, I will be very much indebted to you, because I spend my life learning English myself. I am a self-taught person up to HS. There was no teacher, and I have learned English. I passed BA English Honours, MA, and now I am an English teacher of a HS school, and I am saying from the core of my heart that if you give me opportunity to give something to you, I will live within your heart, within your memory for those times, from that very future when I will not be no more in this world. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video and for remaining with us by subscribing in this channel. channel, Joyguru Study Channel. Don't forget it. Try to share it, comment it, and let us know what type of videos, what problem have you, and how can I solve them? Can we solve them? Okay, thank you.